Okay, so now we're going to look at a couple where they do not have common denominators. So we have 9 and 5, 6 minus 3 and 11 over 30. So remember we talked about last time with adding fractions, you don't always have to change both numbers for the denominator. Sometimes you can just change one. So I can't make 30 go any smaller. I know y'all want to do that, but we cannot do that. But we can make 6 to become 30. So we ask ourselves, 6 times what gives me 30, which is 5. So we get 6 times 5 is 30. 5 times 5 is 25. So now we have common denominators, so now we can subtract. So we have to subtract our numerators first. So 25 minus 11 is 14. Keep that denominator. Now we subtract our whole numbers. 9 minus 3 is 6. We ask ourselves, can we simplify? And we can. They're both even, so divide it by 2. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. 30 divided by 2 is 15. And we cannot simplify anymore because such as small as 7 can go. So we got 6 and 7 over 15. Okay, so let's look at this one in the bottom left corner. We have 9 and 3/4 minus 7/8. So again, we're looking at, can we change one to become the other? And we can. We can make it become 8. So we can do that by timesing it by 2. So we have 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, and then now we're able to subtract. We cannot subtract 6 minus 7, so we have to borrow. So remember, to borrow, we reduce the number down by 1. Keep that denominator the same. We add the top and the bottom, so we're going to add 6 and 8, which is 14. So now we're able to subtract. So 14 minus 7 is 7. We keep that denominator. We can't subtract nothing by 8, so that's just going to give us 8. We cannot simplify, so it's going to stay 8 and 7/8. Okay, so let's look at this one right next to it. So we can't make 5 become 7 or 7 become 5. So again, we're going to multiply, change them to be 35s. Okay, so 5 times 7. What are the signs at the top? So 3 times 7 is 21. And then 7 times 5. So we'll do the top will be 6 times 5, which is 30. So now our new number is 8 over 21 over 35 minus 30 over 35. So we can subtract now. So 21 minus 30 we cannot do, so we're going to borrow. It's going to go down 1. We'll keep that denominator of 35. Now we'll add our tops, 21 and 35 together, top and bottom, which gives us 56. Okay, now we're able to subtract. So we're going to subtract our tops. 56 minus 30 is 26. 35 stays the same. There's nothing we can subtract 7 by to get nothing to subtract 7 with. So we just have 7. And then 26 over 35, I believe, does not simplify. So it's going to stay that. Okay, last one we're going to do, and then I want you to do this last one by yourself as a practice. So this one's kind of a strange one. So if you notice, there's not a fraction here. Well, to subtract a fraction, we have got to have it as a fraction. So 2 ways to do it. One way I know most people are going to change this into a mixed number or improper fraction, but we're going to create a fraction. So to be able to borrow. So we'll make 13 reduce down to 12. Okay. We write our other fraction over here. Okay, so our goal is to have common denominators. So if this one's 8, we make this one 8. Okay, but now, remember the rule when we borrow, we say, oh, we take the bottom and add it to the top. So like down here we did 8 plus 6, which gave us 14. But up here, we have nothing up here. So we treated this as 0. So what plus 0 plus 8 is going to give us 8. So 8 over 8 is 1. 1 plus 12 gives us 13. So that's where that comes from. So now that we have common denominators, we're going to subtract. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Keep that denominator. 12 minus 4 is 8. And we cannot simplify, so that is our answer.